Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. If you don't care, please first subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Much appreciated. But first of all, this video is really just about like if you're maybe behind on rent and bills and so on. And so what I'm getting at is this might be a little helpful information from an article I found. For instance, how to go about if you're on your, like mostly your rent and other bills, and maybe how to organize and maybe how to save. Maybe what, for instance, like your phone bill, internet, the most important things. Maybe what you can put in front. If there's something you need more important, maybe it's something that you can wiggle around and maybe put behind and get it the next month or the next 2 months, and it might be a way that you can work it in that way. But I think this information might cover that, so let me read it to you all and let's see what we can come up with. But as we know, October the 1st is just around the corner. Let's hope they can get this passed, guys. That's what I'm banking on. I hope they can get this bill passed by then and signed into law so that people can get these checks and I mean, we're just in critical times right now. Don't pay no attention when you hear the president say or whoever say the economy is great and doing good. That's a lie. The economy is not good. The stock market is plunging out. The economy out. It's all out. It's bad. But let me go over this, guys. Now, even though millions of Americans are living without a steady paycheck amid the pandemic, the bills are still due. Now, making the situation worse is that fact that Congress hasn't been able to reach a deal on another stimulus package, leaving extra unemployment benefits and a second round of direct cash payments in the balance. Now, try to get some control over your finances during these difficult times. Experts recommended you make a list of all your bills. At the top should be the things you need the most: housing, phone, internet, and so on. Now, this will help you figure out what you may be able to put off for a few months. Now, such as certain subscriptions and what you truly need to direct your limited money towards. Now, if you're struggling to pay for necessities, you want to take action as soon as possible. Now, the key is to find out who's offering what in terms of leniency. Now, this was said by Jack Gillis, Executive Director of the Consumer Federation of America. This proactive effort is the best way to determine what bills need to be paid now and which ones can wait. Now, some of the accommodations offered to you are likely to come with better terms than others, said Christian Halt, CEO of credit counseling agency GreenPath Financial Wellness. Now, that can help you decide which bills to pause and which you can try to best pay. For example, there is no downside to taking the coronavirus forbearance for federal student loans that the U.S. Department of Education is offering until January, because interest doesn't occur on your debt during the reprieve. So yet, even if your bank lets you take a break from your credit card payment or private student loans, chances you'll still rack up interest on those. Now, if you're paying your rent, means you won't be able to afford food or medicine. So you now have some elbow room. Thanks to a recent move by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, if you're financially struggling, you should be safe from eviction through the end of the year. Now, you need to meet certain requirements, though, such as expecting to make less than $99,000 in 2020. Now, and you'll have to sign a declaration form and give it to your landlord to make sure you're protected. If your landlord ignores the form, you should immediately seek a lawyer. You can do so at, well, it's got organizations, and I'll put those in the description below. Now, it's important to keep in mind that the CDC order doesn't relieve you of your obligation to pay rent. But now, although you want to try your hardest to keep up with your rent to avoid racking up debt or being evicted come January, eviction on your record can make it difficult to get new housing. Now, some states and cities have funds allocated to help people stay in their homes. Now, Arizona earmarked $5 million for that proposed residents in Delaware can apply for up to $1,500 in rental assistance. Similar in relief measures were made available to those in Montana, Ohio, Iowa, and New York. Now, look for and apply for any available assistance in your area. Meanwhile, many landlords are showing a willingness to work with tenants who ask for payment plans, experts say. So, guys, maybe that was helpful and maybe it wasn't. But that's just some ideas what you can do and what you can't do. And maybe, listen, guys, if there's something, some companies, some phone companies, internet companies, the electric companies, I know here where we live in Manchester, Kentucky, if you can't pay your electric bill at the end of the month, they'll let the electric run. They won't cut you off. And even when this pandemic, when they lift it, if they do lift it, I done checked on it. You don't have to back up and pay it all at once. They will not cut you off. They will not. I done checked. All they ask, just pay so much a month on it, just whatever you can pay. So they will not cut you off. Now the Windstream, the phone service, if they helped you once, they won't help you no more. I think they gave me 3 months and knocked $250 off the bill. So they did help. That was a big help. So that's just some ideas of what you can do and what you can't do. But always, if you're having trouble paying something, whether it's rent or your bills, call them and get up with them and talk to them and see what you can work out, because sometimes there's other things you need more than others. And food and other stuff, household stuff, is very important. So I always make sure you get what you need first and the rest can wait. But guys, I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I love you guys. Peace out.